And we're live.
15 minutes late. Like
15 minutes late. Yeah, thanks, Chase and Yale.
Yeah, thanks everyone for waiting there.
Our bad. In my defense, Yale got stuck in the snow and I had to go rescue him.
Yeah, I needed a rescue.
What, like he was walking through the snow and it was just over his boots or what?
That's right. He got snow in his socks. It was awful. Like I had to go clean his feet for him. It was weird. But like we're here now, so
yeah. You got a hot bath under the desk right now, warming his toes up.
No, just got Jax licking his feet.
Is my dog still there?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Jax is right there.
Loves my desk.
There
like literally under my desk all day.
So we got a puppy there, and he's not so much a pup anymore. He's 3 months old, but he's as big as Jax. But he acts like a puppy and just beats the heck out of Jax all day long. So Jax is just trying to escape. We feel so bad.
I thought Jax liked me, honestly.
Yeah, maybe that too, but I'm worried that dog is
sometimes.
My puppy's gonna kill Jax because Jax is like 12 and like.
Yale, why do you have peanut butter under your desk?
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Someone like put peanut butter under to get Jax away from their desk. It's probably Theron.
I just realized that the vertical isn't going to work with two people, is it?
No, but just pick somebody, I guess.
I just center it on you, and then we can listen to Yale because I need to be able to crop shorts out of what you're saying.
Oh, yeah, right. That's a new thing. Okay, what if I just move like this, and then Yale's still in it for the people watching on horizontal?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So like, yeah, I guess if you want Yale, you want to see Yale's face, you got to watch horizontal.
Yeah.
All right, but let's get into some updates here and get started because we're already running a little bit late. But I wanted to give some big ones. It feels so good to have everyone back at work now. A lot of people were off over Christmas. A lot of suppliers were off over Christmas, so we've been waiting on parts like cab mounts, axle mounts. We had a bit of a hiccup with the axle mounts right before Christmas, so he couldn't get them mounted. When they were welded, they warped just a little bit, and he couldn't get the pins through to mount the axles. So there's going to be a YouTube coming out this weekend about our Christmas frustrations going into the break. But
the Christmas frustrations.
We just needed a couple pieces recut, but of course everyone shut down for 2 weeks on Christmas. Including we didn't get our X15 in the production line in time from Cummins. But I just heard from Cummins that it should be finished next Thursday and then on its way here. So we should see that in about 2.5, 3 weeks.
Oh, wow. And where's that coming out of?
Where's the Cummins plant at?
No
idea. Down in, I think, Indiana or something.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so we're just waiting on that. We met with Marsep for the winch tractor rig up today. Plan is largely because we got CONEXPO. So we got given a spot at CONEX in Vegas.
It's in Vegas this year? I thought it was in Florida.
It's always in Vegas.
Someone said, I told someone I'd be interested in going to the Vegas one. Someone said, oh, isn't it in Florida this year? And I just went off that information without looking.
Well, we were just looking. We got like 2 extra tickets.
I said I want to come. I said I want to come. You're in.
All right.
100%. All right, but we don't know if we actually have a truck to bring yet. Because the undisclosed truck can't go down to Vegas. They want to use that for their work, and they just got it. They're just going to get it with their rig up. The MCon won't be ready to go down to Vegas, as it'll be getting its snowplow rig up during that time, which means it only gives us the Royal truck. So right now,
here's our electric truck business.
Here, like 3-4 weeks before Vegas, and it still needs to go to Marsep. Once we finish the truck, it's got to go get his winch tractor rig up, and we got to go send it off for like a professional paint job. So it's like, what do we bring? Rich is going in for ankle surgery, so he won't be able to do the Ram, and the miners already have the Land Cruiser. So it's like every truck we have is currently out of the shop or is like a month away from finishing. Like if we got that Cummins, I bet 3 weeks ago, and had the front suspension in and the cab mounts in, I bet we could make it. But it's like, oh.
Can we not? We'll just bring like axles and motors and such. Make a little booth out of that.
Oh, that's lame.
I know. It's lame,
we'll give it a shot. You know.
Wiley I missed it. I got food I put there. I'm not wearing my glasses. They're so reflective. Sorry, Cody. But Wiley said, where did that go? Wiley said, always getting a truck done at the last second, which is like so true. We usually get it
Every
done
show.
the day.
But
Okay,
like
quick.
this one's gonna be crazy though, because like send it down there, take it to CONEX. At least like the big goal. So we're going over some of the goals and strategies this year. Is we should be able to have the truck done and on the road with CMBSS. That's the big goal for CanSec in Ottawa in March. So that one, that one's May. Yeah, that one's the end of May for CanSec. So that one seems reasonable. If we get it down to CONEX, or even if we don't,
At least
February, March, we do a rig up. April's testing and commissioning. We got a bit of May to do some of the CMBSS, and then we can drive it to Ottawa for the big CanSec trade show. We got a spot there too, so that's pretty sweet.
Nice. Clean up Topsy and take it. I don't know. Would you take Topsy to the show?
we could.
No.
Carl. Just Carl.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Let's take
Carl
the
would be
stat.
pretty funny. Everyone's got all this brand new stuff. We just bring our 1962 Kenworth.
It'd be good.
It'd work.
I don't know. It's, the batteries
Twist
Take
it
the
up,
Nikola. I was
kinda-
just gonna say that we should take the Nikola down there.
Yeah, but that would only be funny if Rich could get it the
The Detroit in there.
old Detroit in it. But yeah, some other big updates. We're hiring a couple of more engineers, like a full P-Eng for the mechanical team, some more electrical guys to help us finish off a few things. And then we got 2 weeks left in engineering on a couple of few parts on the mechanical truck. Once we get the mechanical truck engineering done in 2 weeks, then everyone's switching over to the new hybrids, which is the Royal hybrid and then the Tolko logging truck hybrid. So, Yale, you want to give us some updates on what's going on that side?
Yeah, those hybrids are super exciting. They're like, we've totally, I can get in there.
Sorry,
Gotta
yeah.
get on the camera so people
Yeah.
watch it vertically.
So we just totally redesigned the hybrid platform. We went with a new battery system, new PDU. We're cutting down the size of the whole system. So like in our previous prototypes, we thought we'd go big, make it easy to work on, and kind of just go all out. Now we kind of know what we need. We can really reel in the size. We're knocking out a whole box, the battery balancing box. We're taking out completely.
Nice.
The batteries are going to be combined.
So instead of
PDU.
6 batteries, we go down to 2 batteries. Yeah. BMS. So like we're dropping weight. We found out in the testing, we're oversized on the batteries. So that was awesome. Yale went to China a little while ago to meet with the manufacturer there.
Yeah, so we worked with them, and the big thing is we made the batteries a bunch safer too. So we put the BMS inside the battery enclosure, so we can shut down one battery, completely isolate it instead of having like high voltage go directly from the battery to the PDU. That means we're going to have our contactors inside the battery enclosure as well. That makes it a whole bunch safer. And then if there's a fault, because the contactors are in the battery, we can just open the contactors in one battery and drive on just one pack if the other pack gets damaged. And you don't even have to get out of the cab. You could just keep driving, flip a switch, disable the damaged battery.
Which was a huge one for the one customer. And like it's something
I had
that
to
we
go out.
wanted for the entire time. Is like that's a big one that
Yeah.
we've been working towards. And we're getting 30% more horsepower out of them too.
Yeah, way more. We're integrating the MCs in our axles. So instead of having separate motor controllers and then 3-phase wires going to our axles, we're putting those in our axles. So that'll reduce the EMI that's going out a whole bunch. So the whole platform is just a bunch better. But it means we're doing a bunch of design changes for the V4. It is now. It's crazy. 4 revisions. But so for this, the 4th prototype, we're going to do a whole bunch of engineering and make sure it's all done and then put it and start building it. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, we just had a talk with Peerless. They're starting on the logging rig up. Marsep's gonna start on the other stuff. So it's coming together.
So sorry, how many trucks? Like Royal's gonna be out of the way, then you're starting on Royal's
On Royal.
hybrid.
2 more
and then-
hybrids at the same time.
So we got 2 Royals and then a Tokal. Because we only have 2 production spots at once. So like right now we have 2 bays.
Yeah, our plan is to build 2 of the exact same hybrids at the same time, side by side. So instead of, doing one thing in one truck and then a month later doing it in the other truck, you just do it at the same time. But that means we need to be really on it with our engineering. We need to have everything done, everything ready. Can't make any decisions on the fly at that point because now you're doing it twice.
Good luck.
Yeah.
we should, like, obviously this is until we get our shop. Because
then we can do 12 trucks at once.
We only have 2 bays right now, so they got to go.
That kind of brings us into shop updates. How's the shop coming along?
Oh, it's a pain in the ass. They took off for 2 weeks at Christmas. Like, she like 2.5. Like, who takes off for 2 weeks during Christmas? Like, come on. They work 1 week on, 1 week off, then 2 weeks off, and then then they can't work because it's raining. But then they take off for the week where it's sunny. They're like, oh, it's a beautiful sunny week. We're gonna take that off. We're gonna come back when it's raining. Then we're not gonna work because it's raining. Very frustrating, but
it's getting there.
Most of the walls are up.
It's getting there.
Chase
They
is
said
complaining
by the end of the week that they should have it done, but it's like it's just one of those things with construction because like Rob wanted to do concrete on this week, but we thought they were gonna have the shop done this week.
Yeah,
like
pretty
it's
much.
kind of a little frustrating because there's just like zero communication. Like I had to like ask them last week with the 1 week on, 1 week off. Like I literally had to be like, "Where are you guys?" Like they didn't tell me anything about when they're going to be here, when they're taking off, and they're just like, "Oh, it's a mystery. Are they showing up or not?"
That can be frustrating. So.
But
the subcontractor life is a tough one. On the other end of things, being the guy on the other side of that, you get told so many things, it gets confusing. I'm not saying you're telling them, but then they got their other jobs. It's always
they're the general contractor.
That's the general.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the general. They're in charge of the whole building project. They're the only contractor on site. Like we're waiting until they finish their thing so we can start on the electrical and the plumbing. So I was
trying to defend them that stuff then. Whoops.
It is especially where we're coming from, Chase and I, as like truck drivers. Like you get Christmas Day off if you're lucky, and you get New Year's Day off. And you try to only do a half day on Christmas Eve. And that's
normally get Boxing Day if it falls on a convenient day. You do like a half day New Year's Eve. You do you get Christmas off, Boxing Day, and then you go back to work.
So then like everyone disappeared. And like it happened with them, but also like that happened with us too. Like we all of a sudden all our engineers that are our staff's gone. And Jason are like scratching their head.
Well, and that was one of the things is like all the engineers were off, but the mechanics were here. So we were waiting on parts. Our part suppliers shut down for like a week or 2 weeks when we needed some of the parts. Needed a couple of the engineers. Like it's good. People have time off on Christmas. Go back, but we made the most of it. The mechanics that were working, they pulled all our equipment in. We did a bunch of servicing, a bunch of winter work, so that we can go hard now that everyone's back again. And
hopefully this is the last year that's an issue too, because like next year we're not going to be like installing the parts that we're designing on the same day, But
I mean that's part of prototyping. You design the part and the part goes immediately onto the truck, and like
the part's still being designed in CAD while it's being welded.
Oh yeah,
they're like welding the bottom, you're designing the top.
And like the axle delay, like we had that axle issue that'll come up in a YouTube video this weekend. Like the supplier sent us a part that was backwards. The axle was wrong, so the first axle mounts didn't work, and those axle mounts like work great, but then the axle was wrong. So then we switched the axle and then designed new axle mounts last minute, and then the axle mounts were wrong. It's like, oh.
How tough is it when you find those problems out? Is it like you're putting it in and you notice, or did someone catch it beforehand?
Yeah, it's normally you're putting it in, but like I say, the parts come in and then when they immediately go onto the truck. So it's
you'll like bolt it together and you'll be like the last screw doesn't fit in the right place.
We did in this video that comes out on hopefully Friday. Johnny is like, it's his process. He brings that thing from on the computer to getting manufactured to getting installed in the truck, and then right at the end it doesn't fit, and then we're like, damn it, Johnny. And then the mechanics are like, we need tolerance, like there's got to be tolerance, and it turns out you'll have to watch the video, it's pretty good, but anyway, it didn't land on Johnny.
It was not Johnny, it was one of the mechanics that screwed up But we'll get the finishing one with Johnny and his victory when the axles finally go in. Hopefully, like next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should be redesigning it this week and then order it on expedited order, and then we'll install it. It's a rush now.
Yeah. So I see Brian here.
We had another issue that came up. We have the keep saying the undisclosed truck that's getting its rig up in Winnipeg. We needed to go out there and bring some parts out to help the rig up guys integrate with the electronic system. So we had a bunch of parts, and the mechanic heads out to Winnipeg, and we're like, "Hey, here's all the part." Like, goes out to Winnipeg, doesn't bring any of the parts to install. So that was another frustrating one that happened today.
I got a call this morning at 7 a.m. I was like,
it's like
that's tough.
That was no good.
That's a long drive to forget all the parts.
Yep, that's a bit of a frustrating one.
It's a little bit of a head scratcher for sure. Like when I go on a job, like even if someone else was gonna be and bring the parts, I'm like, double check, are they there? Like that's your main thing. Like you can't do your job if the parts aren't there. Like for me, if it were a camera, and I'd be like, say Chase brought my camera to a site where we had to film, I'd be like, Chase, did you remember my camera? Like, is it there? That's the first thing you ask. Otherwise, but
we had an incident like that. I was 13 hours north of me in Manitoba, so just in the bush, and a mechanic had all the parts. He made it 12 hours, and his truck was giving him problems. And he's like, well, I better fix it at the shop, and turned around and went home instead of fixing it on site and keeping going. And it was like, we just needed the part run. Like he had the parts, but was like, man, I better fix this back home. Turned around and came back. It was like,
oh, that's so frustrating.
Why would you do that? Like there had to be another reason he didn't want to tell us, but it was like, oh my gosh, like what do you do?
Shit his pants.
But maybe, but it was like, well, send someone to meet you. Like, keep going. Like, I'll send a low bed to put your truck and bring you here. Like, what are you talking about? Why would you leave?
Like at that point, it's worth it to
crazy. But it was the last town before like a hour, well, maybe it was an hour and a half stretch of winter roads, no service, and he was worried. But it was like, stay in town, we'll meet you. Like, don't leave.
Call the next day, hey, like, you coming? Conversation with the customer and be like, yeah, you know how like because like the place they're doing the rig up was also like down for a week and like a week and a half. I think they had like a week and a half or so off.
Yeah,
but they're like, okay, we can't get it done in time. Like, there's not enough days. We will do it as soon. And like on the phone to the customer, and like, we will get this done as soon as they are back Monday morning. We will have a mechanic there to install these parts and get going. Mechanic goes there, no parts, and you're like, so then I got to call up the customer and be like, yeah, so we're dumb as fuck. We did a stupid thing, and then you could just like hear Tony being like, oh, you're like, yeah, that's a professional company. Like, so.
Yeah, that's tough, but it happens.
I mean, things happen. Other updates, we are putting the service truck to work. We're going to start doing just service calls, like talking with the mechanics. A bunch of them, like they work 1 week on, 1 week off, and a bunch of them are now moving up here full time. So on their week off, they want to take the service truck and just go do service call work.
We're like, keep up the scales. So.
Yeah, like we're literally a 2-minute drive across the scales, and they got a full inspection bay where they do inspections, and they'll put someone out of service. Be like, you got a leaking air leak, you've got a broken wiper, you got a broken brake pot, slack adjusters out, tail lights burnt out. Like, and
will they hold them there? Or will they let them come to your yard, or do you got to go see them?
No, we got to go to them. They don't let them leave the scales, so they're stuck on the scale. So with us being a 2-minute drive away from the scales, like it's 180 an hour roughly around here for a service truck. So we made a deal with a mechanic that they get their 50%. You get 40 to 50% of what the truck makes. And then that gives them their $80 an hour to go out there for doing mobile service calls. Because you get a premium because number one, it's on your days off. Number two, you don't know when you're getting the call and you don't know how much work you're getting. So they like it because they get extra cash. They get to be here and do something on their days off. And then the company also makes money off the service truck, and it'll get us used to doing service calls for when we have to do warranty on our home truck. And hopefully it gets mechanics used to grabbing parts.
Well, exactly. That's like
shots fired.
It's kind of like we're just still learning how to go out and fix shit in the field. because we're so used to fixing all our shit in the
Plus, then
shop.
we can send out the engineers too. I was talking about it
Yeah.
with Yale. It'd be a great one to be like, hey, look, we got a truck with an electrical issue. Go diagnose that electrical issue so that you can see that when it is 8 o'clock at night and snowing and raining, and you got to go under the truck to find these wiring harnesses and diagnose the issues, see what's a pain, see what's not a pain. Like, it'd be a great one to send. Plus, the engineer screws up, you're on the service truck.
The only thing is that now all those guys are gonna have to learn how to speak Indian.
Oh, wait, whoa. Okay, cut.
What? It's on the Trans-Canada Highway. It's right at the scales. 95% of everybody.
No, I was just
probably,
gonna-
like, it's honestly like a huge percentage that just do speak Punjabi. It's very.
That's true. Facts are
It
facts.
is.
No, I was gonna say I had a DOT officer once let me go to a shop, and I was like, dude, are you sure? I'm like, am I pulling out of here and you're gonna arrest me again? Like, tricked you left. But no, he let me drive down the road because the shop was like 5 minutes down the road. He's like, we send people there all the time because it's right off a scale. I was like, oh,
Also,
that's
we could
pretty nice.
send
I mean,
them into our
if we get
shop.
a good.
But I like the road idea. You should send the mechanics.
And we don't have space in our shop for our own trucks. Remember we just talking about that? How we have like 3 trucks lined up.
Yeah, I'm just saying you can go up to the yard, but
We'll fix them in the shop we're tearing down. That'd be
Yeah.
a good liability.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen the beginning of February now. We already got the log loader all tuned up, so
nice. That's okay to talk about.
Comes out in 2 videos, I think.
Nice.
yeah,
That's exciting.
2 videos. But did we talk about the log loader yet?
I
bought a
thought we were a
log
little
loader for
hesitant on talking
$5,000.
about it.
Well, I think we weren't allowed to talk about tearing the shop down yet. Maybe that's what it was. But yeah. So
Okay. Yeah.
we
Well,
can do that. That was a while ago. Now
I
it's
think
more
we talked
concrete.
about it. We put a video out, I think, about the top tear down because people who were asking us who we're using for demolition service.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we're tearing the big top down. So I went out and I bought a log loader. It got a pretty good deal. It was about 70 grand, and I put about 30,000 worth of work into it. Needed new drive sprockets, rollers, a new hydraulic cylinder for the tilt, couple new hydraulic lines, some wiring changes. But like now it's a pretty good machine.
That's crazy. Doing undercarriage work for a prep for a demo job is like that guy cares about his equipment. Look at that.
Look, I don't like worn out equipment. It's like I
You
get
know,
it.
I'd just be
Tracking a lot,
sharper
but
sprockets going.
look at the drive sprocket. It's sharp like a needle. You could cut paper on your drive sprocket. Like it's probably time to change that.
I was talking to a guy one time who didn't know that like you want them bigger. It's like, oh, they're nice and sharp, ready to go. I'm like, that's not good.
We show it off in the video. Like we compare how that one was to the new one they installed. It's like 1.5 inches different in the
That's
width.
crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was little. It was points. Like, yeah. So that's fixed. But it was good. It's a good investment because rather than to hire someone else to come on and pay for the machine to do it down, take it down, we have our own machine which we can resell at Ritchie Brothers after or wherever. And
Well, I was looking at the price for Ritchie Brothers. Like,
Like 200.
oh yeah, like 150 to the 200 range. Like the machine's pretty newer. It's only got 11,000 hours on it.
Mhm.
For
What brand is it? Sorry,
it's a cat.
it's Cat. Ooh. Because yeah, sorry. When you
Oh,
say
yeah.
newer and you say John Deere at 11,000 hours, they're clapped. Cat, you're good for 20, 25.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean those
John
things
Deere,
are good.
Hitachi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the tracks were good, so didn't have to do the tracks. It was just like honestly, it's pretty decent. And then we got a guy coming out, the local guy coming out. He's got an excavator with the long reach and the 3rd member shear.
Nice.
So he's gonna just cut the beams, and then I'll grab it with the beams of the log loader, and then move the beams out of the way. He'll cut the beam, I'll grab the beam, and we'll just go through and process it.
so the plan changed a little bit. We were at first it was going to be kind of like a renegade demolition, but now it's controlled. I was looking forward
to Renegade.
Yeah, I was looking forward to the video of just like ripping the building over or however.
I
we're
don't
gonna do
have it, but I have access to 20 pounds of dynamite. I'm just throwing that out there.
The problem is being next to CP's line, we probably shouldn't just blow it. Oh, we also did the asbestos test, and it came back negative, so the building doesn't have asbestos.
That's
We had,
nice.
we had to get they used wool insulation when they did all the building, so that's a bonus.
Yeah, because it was in the 30s. I guess they use asbestos in the 30s too, but still. But
Yeah, no, I guess they used wool back when they built it, so that's
asbestos is such a big one, especially for Golden, because I doubt you guys have a site that would take it there. Like,
No,
That'd
I'm
be a
so
nightmare.
glad we don't have to deal with that.
Like we have one locally, which is huge. Like I haven't done that much demo, but when it happens, like, hey, there is actually a close place. But even just the treating it, and like you got to get a crew to come in, typically pull it out by hand and everything all masked.
Which wouldn't work because it's the entire roof. Like we were even debating, we're like, oh my god, what do we do if there is it? Because it's the entire roof. Like it's sandwiched between like the layer of the roof, and like the roof is structural.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't. You wouldn't be able to pull it like a snow load. You wouldn't be able to do it. And then in the summertime, you can't do it because there's birds that nest in it, endangered brown swallows. So we have a limited time to do the building tear down. There's like, we could not, like if we had asbestos, we'd like, oh, it'd be a nightmare. So like, honestly, that went pretty good.
If you had asbestos, that'd be throwing a match to it and be like, oh no, it burnt down somehow. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Arson. Ooh.
Oh,
Jack says any resale value on the bulk old wood. And we addressed that.
We're not reselling any of the wood off of it.
I think he said wool, actually.
Oh.
Oh.
I misread that. Good catch, Jordan.
Yeah. So I don't know. You can make some coats, I guess, some Edison jackets.
Yeah, all the Edison
merch.
Yeah.
Wool coats from the shop.
If you sewed a few up, it would probably cost a fortune. But if you sold them, I bet you'd sell a few dozen of those. Honestly,
I don't know,
even if they were a
because
fortune.
insulation wool the same as normal wool?
I don't. Rock wool definitely isn't normal wool.
I know a couple of people that like spin wool. I'm sure we could send it.
You know, people would wear those. I would wear it. That'd be so sick. And it's
I definitely want. Now I want now I want a sweater made from our shop.
That'd be sick.
Because like that is some repurposing. Like we're repurposing all of the. We talked with like an architect, engineer guy. I don't know what exactly his job role is, but guy that designs buildings. And he's coming up to have a look at the shop. So we're going to save all those glulam beams, all the steel beams, and he's going to design us a new office out of the scrap material. So that's going to be pretty nice. He's going to come out in like a week or two. And
Looking forward to that.
Nice.
Yeah, we
Jack
need to.
Madden says he's out there with the good ideas. That was my idea, man. You mentioned it. I put the idea in there. Get over here.
Sure, that's what he is.
Jordan, you read it correctly, so I give you the win.
Yeah,
There you go. Yeah, we gotta build the offices for everybody because you can't all be in the shop. So it's perfect. We got all this wood now, and we can actually build an office. And we build a proper merch store also with some room, maybe some heat and electricity. I know that my wife would like that. Build a media thing so perhaps Chase and I can podcast in the same room. We are getting good internet at the shop.
Well, okay, but then what are you gonna do with this camera situation Chase and Yale got going on?
Yeah.
I love Chase's setting because right now, if you're in the widescreen, it's like, why is he sitting like that? Like,
it doesn't. I don't know which way to lean. I feel like Ricky Bobby. I'm like, either I move over here and we're in the same shot for the people watching on their phones, or it looks like I'm cuddling. And I just go with a super relaxed pose, and now I'm just reclining. So now anyone watches it, I'm not doing anything weird. I'm just reclining.
No, I'm totally expecting the new offices to be like, if anyone's seen Archer, like an identical replica of the offices here. We'll get in. Fuck. We're gonna have the same desk layout, the same like plywood floors.
I mean, let's be honest here. Like, let's not set expectations too high. We are definitely getting plywood floors and like this crude painted off. Like, it's gonna be similar.
We'll spend like a few million to make it like identical, like to the nail.
Hey, whoa!
On the same thing.
But it'll be
like this whole thing. You're like, what's your budget for your office? Or like, we need a 3-story office, and I got like a budget of $200,000.
Yeah, make it happen.
But like, there's no building permits needed here. Like, you don't need any kind of building permits, nothing. So you can build whatever you want.
Man,
the provincial code.
The provincial code.
But still,
that's why we
you can like even just
guy.
pulling building permits and getting permission and all that. That's a whole runaround, and it's just like, no, we want to build. Let's go. Like,
start building skyscrapers.
Yeah. Oh, where did that go? Ben Webb said, Jason, making commenting on your stance. I don't know what to do with my hands right now.
Yeah. I love it.
I don't know whether to sit for the vertical or sit for the horizontal.
Yeah. Just creep.
Up there quite a bit ago was the comment by Brian Goldstrom about how much snow we had. Brian's been a decision maker member of YouTube for quite a while, and he stopped by last week. And so I gave him a tour there, and the snow was deep. He brought his wife and his daughter. And I almost forgot, anyone who's a decision maker member, if you stop by, you get a tour around the property and you get a free hat. So
Nice.
Brian stopped by. It was really cool to finally meet him, but he saw how much snow we had. And we have so much snow in Donald right now.
We've got even more. It's
That's
been
sweet.
pretty decent.
It's like it's over 2.5 feet, I'd say. It's tall, it's deeper than my dog's.
Okay, that crazy. Not to bring it to crappy old Manitoba, we've actually been having like we're probably close to 2 feet right now, and for this time of year, like it usually starts this time of year. Like you get to December and Christmas, you're like, oh, maybe I could take the sled out on the odd field, and now it's like we've had tons of snow this year.
Oh, I got my first ever sled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why we were late for the podcast. You got the sled stock.
Okay, Chase. I always get the random text when Chase buys something or comes up with a new idea, and they're always hilarious. Chase sends a picture of his brand new sled. I don't know if it's brand new, but whatever it is, looks awesome, looks amazing.
The finest $1,000 mountain sled you can buy off that Facebook Marketplace.
It looks unreal, but so I'm like, hey, like
it looked real good from the 40-foot back I took the picture. Then you get up there, like the body panels, check engine lights on.
It looks great.
But
But
it's good enough for like my budget because I don't make a lot of money.
well, also you don't snowmobile, and that's the first thing I asked him. Oh, like, do you sled the mountains? Like, are you okay? And he's like, no, never sledded before. I'm just like, what the hell are you doing? That's a horrible idea. Like, I'm sure you're having fun, but damn, man, it's dangerous.
You start seeing other guys around the shop get sleds, and my girlfriend is super hard into like sledding. Like that's why she moved
She's
to Golden
so
was to like do mountain sledding. Like, oh, she's so good. And she's like, you just come sledding. I'm like, how hard could it be? I buy
It's
a sled,
hard, man. It's very hard.
Oh, I didn't mean to throw that up right away. There's a picture of a cabin of snow, and I'll find a couple other ones. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I don't know why that went up right away.
No, we're just talking about.
I like that last comment.
Damn,
But
man,
like honestly, like now everyone else, now Yale went and got his first sled.
Well, I saw
so, like,
him. Now I'm ripping around. That's my truck
That's
there. Totally
Yale's
covered.
pickup.
Jeez.
No sled deck. I have no way to carry it around. I can only ride on the property.
You guys don't need to carry it around. You're in the mountains.
Yeah.
I needed a sled deck to get to you guys. Like, what are you talking about?
Well,
honestly,
yeah.
it's pretty slightly convenient.
It's
Like,
pretty convenient.
okay, yeah, that's a lot of snow.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
way more than we got. Well, we got we're not
The
doing that.
international is buried.
It's full powder. It's like it's a full-on powder day all over the property.
See, you guys don't have the snow. We have the snow because it'll snow a large amount, but then it hits the open fields and the wind, and it'll knock it off the field, and then you'll just get these massive hard drifts. Then it hits -30, rock hard, can't do anything with it.
Oh man, we haven't been below -10 now. So it's just been light, fluffy powder, and like
During Christmas, we went from -20 to 0 to -30 in 36 hours. And it's just like, my body can't handle this. Like, I'm getting sick every other day. It's like, just give me -20 and sunny. I'm fine with that, honestly.
That sounds. I can just imagine all the frozen airlines.
Everything.
Pounding your brakes. Everything's frozen up.
Yeah. And then, like, so yeah, 0 degrees. I had to sell my own. Oh, sorry.
I swear to God, being around 0 during the day and then getting down to like -10 at night, -15 at night, or like 0 down to -15, because everything gets nice and wet during the day and then freezes rock hard at night. Like if you get to -20 below, -30 below, and you just stay -20, -30 for weeks and weeks and weeks, so
That's
much
steady.
better than the shit. Like
Again, we get like a lot of our winter is like -15 to -25 and sunny. It's not bad, but when it's -30 and a lot of humidity, when it comes to 0 one day and then drops again, like it just messes everything up. It's like, just give me straight up cold. I'm fine with that.
I prefer to work in -10 over 0. Because
I'm
Zero
picturing
makes
I'm
me mad.
in the comments right now, picturing Fahrenheit, and I'm enjoying it.
So yeah, we're in Celsius. So for you Americans, 0 means freezing or just that and below. So, but -36. It's -36, right? Or -38?
-40, I thought.
Is it -40? Maybe
-40 is like -40.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, it's just crazy in Manitoba weather. I'm so done with. But it sucked because my dozer, I bought a new one. Very excited.
That's
Happy with it.
sweet.
Very sweet. But my old one sold, and on the 0 day, the guy never called the trucker. He didn't need it yet. Like he wasn't sure what they were doing. -30 day. Actually, it was the -0 day at night. Calls the guy. Oh, can you pick it up tomorrow? Sure. Yeah. Starting that thing in minus 30. It started good, actually. That dozer's awesome. 1989
Right.
Cat, the old one. Started pretty good, but like the pumps, it takes 1540 in transmission, hydraulic, and motor. That thing did not like spinning that 1540 in minus 30.
No, I bet it would not.
She started.
I found out sleds don't have electric start. That sucks in the winter still.
Some don't.
But none of the ones we bought do.
No, I know we're shopping cheap. I'm like, does it have electric start? They're like,
Well,
duh, no.
Apparently
The new
people
ones-
won't take them off.
Do you know what
I've not-
the Skidoo systems, they have what's called the shot starter, and it uses, I have no idea how this works. It could be like little dwarves in a little box doing it. I have no idea how this stuff works. But once you start it with the pull cord in the morning, it saves up a charge to use for a couple starts. So
I
during
heard
the
someone
day,
say that.
you have electric start. And it doesn't,
That's
because guys always
sweet.
pulled the starters because it's a big heavy thing, battery starter, they pull them for weight. But now it's like, okay, it's a 2-pound unit. And yeah, you have to pull cord in the morning, but the rest of the day just pop it and it goes. It's so cool.
That's not bad. That's not
I don't know what it is. You'd have to look
Nothing.
into it.
It was the weirdest situation when me and Yale were buying sleds. Like, Yale's like, does it have reverse? And the guy's like, yes, every sled has reverse.
I'm like, does it have electric start? He's like, no. And I'm like, I thought I was asking great questions.
I was-
I thought the same thing. And, like, the stupidest thing is like Allison's a heavy duty mechanic, so she knows everything, and she's been sledding for like 10 years, knows everything about sleds. And the guy's trying to talk to me about that sled, and I'm like, I don't know, ask her. Like, who's the
Totally.
one?
Yeah.
Like, it's
For
just the
people.
ass backwards thing. It's like the girlfriend who's like, yeah, I'm just trying to get my boyfriend into sledding.
That's so
Well,
funny.
she hands me the keys. She's like, drive on the truck. And I'm like, no, Allison, I'm
Yeah,
not
you
driving.
do it.
Like, I've never driven this sled before. I'm not driving onto the back of your truck.
That's funny. No,
But
it's funny.
I used to sled like for quite a while. I've never owned a sled that had electric start, and then also reverse. You rarely, you shouldn't be using reverse in a sled.
Reverse is a Manitoba thing. You guys shouldn't need reverse because you're buried. When you're stuck in the mountains,
If when you get good at sledding, you're in powder. You can't reverse at powder. You just plan your turns, plan your exit, and fucking throttle out. That's
Well,
how
we-
you.
We realized you can't reverse.
I haven't mountain sledded in
Day one, you're
I'm
like
back
shooting
up, and you're
dirt.
like, now I'm stopped.
yeah.
Reverse
No, I
is a
haven't mountain
bad
sledded
idea.
in forever. But when you guys get up in the mountains and you're sledding, it's way easier to roll your sled than reverse. Because if you get
That's
stuck and
not
you're on the
bad.
side hill
That.
buried,
We're
you
like
just roll it.
freaking out because we're like rolling. This
We're
is gonna
stuck
hurt
on
the
a hill, and
sled.
we're like, we don't know what it should.
No.
This happened.
Roll
Yale
it,
and Chase.
roll it. You
Yale
just
and
gotta roll it. I'm like, I don't want to break your sled. Like, I don't want to
No.
roll your sled. She's like, no, you just roll the
Well,
sled.
that's
over.
how you do it.
Theron watched this go down from like 100 feet away. Theron
I
tells
was-
the story.
I was standing up on the bank and I'm watching, and then I'm watching Yale put it in reverse. I'm like, oh no. And
Yeah,
then it's
don't
like
do that.
buried. Then I watch Chase go and stomp it down. I'm like, roll it. They're like, you
Yeah.
can roll it? No. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's what they're made for. Roll it. And then sure, one roll, he's fucking out.
Yeah.
You would have been
Now-
there for 45 minutes trying to get out of that. Or
Jason
longer.
Yale, I don't want to confuse you guys. If you're stuck in like no snow, don't roll it. If you're in powder, roll it. You're fine. They're gonna be on the gravel parking lot rolling their sled over.
I'm gonna like roll it on the pavement to get it on the
All
truck.
right, I'm just gonna unload it from the truck. guys. Rolls her off the
Yeah.
the truck.
No, if you're in powder, roll it to get unstuck. It's way easier.
No, it makes sense. Oh my god, I'm finally figuring out like the counter steering. I know we're getting totally sidetracked on this, but like,
It's fun.
Well,
Well, yeah.
I'll,
I thought I was figuring it out, and then I was driving on the test track, and then there was like one little bank, and I was like, just totally followed the like convex slope, and I'm like, oh, now I'm in the trees. I'm like, oh, okay, now put it to the test. I like go through the trees. I'm like, oh, this is going great. Last tree, fall into the tree well. Like, fuck.
Okay, I'm sorry, boys. I got a show. Sorry, this is the worst way to do it. This is what you'll be doing here soon, boys. Not this one. Wait for this.
move it
Next.
over to the middle so the people on the other screen can see.
Oh, I missed the mountains. I missed the mountains. So much
we
fun.
got a couple of
We
hills
pretty
like
much
that
did
right
that,
at the
yeah.
property, and we've been running doing it.
I gotta get a sled. Oh my god, I gotta come up.
I've been practicing on the hills on the property.
It's very
good.
much the same as rally car too. Look where you want to go.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
look where you're going. Look where you want to go.
When I was
That's
younger
very-
in the
very
mountains,
happened to me.
I hit a tree
Yeah.
that way because I seen my gap, and then I'm like, oh, there's a tree. I better not hit it. And you lock in on it, and you just smoke the tree. It's like, no, you can look at the gap.
So
Don't lock in on trees.
So while they were out there doing adult sledding, I built a toboggan run right off my front door that goes down into the bottom of the gravel pit. And soon the Edison guys are going to be over there. We actually did night sledding last night. We had our Terrence came over and Ray was on it. And so it's sweet. It's got these huge banks. It's got a drop. And it's awesome. I built it with my 6-year-old, my 8-year-old son. And we spent the full day doing it. And it is so much fun. But then yesterday it started raining a little bit. And that thing got going so fast. It's all packed down hard now, but like nice. And I took the GT off it because we were just on normal sleds. I took the GT and I aired off the bank and landed probably like a 10-foot drop right on the flat. Give props to that G2 steering wheel. I don't know how it didn't fold in half, but I'm barely walking today. So we're at Edison now. We're actually we have waivers we need to sign about people wearing helmets and getting hurt.
GT cruisers are not allowed on the property. You should just say that.
But then also for the GT track. But I hope to have in a video here the Edison crew on the toboggan run because it is sweet. Like growing up, I always wish you'd see dads that build these cool tracks for the kids. And it's so awesome to be able to, in our own backyard on Edison's property, be able to build a sweet GT run.
You guys ever buy a snowcat or something? Start making your own nice trails up at the hill and then go.
Well, I mean, we already got like the good trails around here. Like it is kind of nice to be able to be like living on a property where you're like, oh, you know what? I'm going to take 20, 30 minutes for the lunch break and just go hit the mountains on the sled real quick and get back here.
That's crazy. Man,
I think we're going to try groom the test track and then you can cross country ski too.
That'd be cool. Okay, grooming. Sorry, I shouldn't say just grooming outdoors, but when grooming tracks, a guy did this, worked amazing. You take an old truck box liner, it's got those little tracks in it, and you put weight in it and drag that around. Works like a charm. A guy it looks like a groomer went down.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, and you can do it. You can buy an old liner for $80 off marketplace.
Well, it's sick. We have all this.
I think we probably had a couple old truck liners.
Yeah, and works great.
I'll do that. 'Cause I want to build some ski jumps too. Like I'm big into skiing, so I think I want to build some massive jumps.
You have a Swedish name and you like skiing? That doesn't make any sense.
Crazy.
The boss must be in the podcast here because he just messed me up. I'm not doing about too because it could be a bit private, but I'll just say he was once very, very injured from a GT.
It happens, man.
Yeah. So
I mean, taking more injuries on the GT than the sled so far.
Yeah.
So we had that. We're getting kind of near the end of my notes anyway. One thing I did want to bitch about is how Drive BC doesn't have an app. I know this will only be for British Columbia people, but it's so stupid. Like
they
don't have an app. And
what?
My kids live in
useful thing.
My kids live in Enderby, and so every second weekend I have to drive through the Rogers Pass. But just last week, it shut down twice. And then they shut it down for avalanche control often. And then I drove back there yesterday, and there were 4 truck accidents from here to Revelstoke. And that's an hour and a half drive.
And you know what else is slightly annoying too about that? Is that the highway closed sign is on the other side of our property. Like when you turn right, the highway closes the other way.
Yeah. So what the hell, British Columbia? You blow so much money on stupid things, but you don't have a proper app. They do have a different drive something app, but it's crap, and it just redirects you to the website, which is not very mobile friendly. And they changed the website, and it sucks. And get your ass together, British Columbia. I got an app for like my kids like teddy bear, and like I got an app for anything. Get an app for Drive BC, like the most important travel thing.
Because I'm so tired of how many goddamn apps we need to have nowadays.
That's an important one.
You need an app for that. Like you pull up to the McDonald's drive-thru and they're like, "Are you collecting points on the McDonald's app?" No, I don't give a shit about my Big Mac points.
Yeah.
But you're like, "Oh, you know what? An app would be nice to tell me if the highway is open or not." No, don't get an app for that.
No, don't do that one. Hey, this snow conversation brings me into it. Caution lights in snowstorms. Oh my God, it drives me mental. Because we've had so many not horrible storms. I seen a guy from a kilometer away the other day with his caution lights on because it was snowing, and it's like, dude, don't do that. And why this point brings me to that is because when there's an actual caution incident
You
and
have to
someone has their hazard
slow
up,
down.
you disregard it. So
Yeah.
so many snow. We've had 5 snowstorms this year. So I'm just caution lights the whole time, driving me mental. The other day it's snowing. Guy's got his caution lights on. I'm like, whatever. I'm hitting little snow drifts, popping up snow. He's towing another vehicle going slow. I would have liked to pull over and give him some more space and gone a little slower. But because everyone's doing the caution lights all the time, I just disregard it as actual caution. And it's like, use it for when it's needed.
You don't need to run caution. Like, I don't understand what goes through the mentality of people running their 4-way flashers just because they're driving in snow. They're like, oh, it's snowy out. I'm going to run my 4-ways. Like, anybody else on the highway hasn't seen that there's snow on the road. Like, I am also driving on the road. I can see that there is snow. You don't need to run your 4-ways unless they're hazard lights. Put it on there if you are a hazard. Like, I'm spun out on a hill. Hey, there's an accident ahead that I'm now slowing down for. I'm going to be stopping. Like, I'm alerting you that traffic is stopped. Because that's one of the things. Like, you get an accident, traffic is stopped. Hey, something's going on. Like, you don't. Yeah. Oh, it's such an.
Well, it's making it like disregard what actually caution is, and then it's like when you need it. Like, mine was a pretty light example, but like the guy's towing his vehicle, he's probably got no heat because it's probably not on right now, so can't see very well. I stir up a bunch of snow in his face, and like, I wouldn't have done that.
Officer made a short in a video. It was like, I forgot what police
explaining what it's for. I saw that.
Yeah, and he's like, "Stop doing this. We are going to start fining you. You are creating a hazard by like not letting people know."
Well, no, it's like Bill Bob is running hazards for the whole drive on the highway just because he's going 80 instead of 90. But then the other day I was driving down the Salmo Creston, which is like pretty steep, and like it's 2 lanes, and I come up on a fuel truck broken down with no lights in the middle of the road. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And like no lights, all lights out. I was like,
that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that one you might know what the lights, unless he was sitting there so long that his batteries died. But
that must have been what happened.
I don't know. You can run 4-ways a long time.
You should be able to.
Yeah, it shouldn't take that much power, unless he's got other draws he didn't know about.
Pretty
well, anything else that we got?
Anything important? I was going to just BS about our winter breaks, what we've all been up to, but I think we've been doing that quite a bit, actually.
Man, I know I'm missing a couple of updates.
We do. I think that the next podcast episode, I'm going to try and get Eric on here with Chase, and we're going to try and do a year in review. I hope. I don't like promising.
That'd be a good one. Are we still working on that video for the year in review?
Yeah, it's being worked on right now.
Wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Every time Theron's quiet, he's going to another window working on it.
I am. Which computer? I got to take my glasses off so it's not so reflective.
Yeah. Hey, these glasses. You should toss them on for a second, tell Chase about them. And
so for Christmas, Alicia let me pick out, I have to wear readers because I'm old as hell now and I can't read for shit. So I got these readers and they're blue light blocking, no reflection. Can you see this?
They're bought to be no reflection.
I'm like, I need good, less reflective lenses for when I'm on doing podcast work. And like,
that's like the most reflective
mirror. It's more reflective than his old ones. Like, that's
I got to make sure I got Pornhub closed when I'm on the podcast.
I was about to just say that.
No, but it's so funny to buy non-reflective glasses and have them be worse than any glasses.
Yeah, so far the dollar store is the win for getting readers, if anyone wants to know.
As for Edison running for a long time with flashers, that's going to be really exciting. We can run the low voltage off the high voltage just forever. Like, we can just keep charging the 12-volt batteries.
So like you probably 4-way flashers get like 2 years.
Yeah, at least 6 months.
Oh, I think, yeah.
I feel like if you don't go back after 6 months, that's on you.
Okay. Sure. Are we good? I think that's a good
I think we're all right. Yeah, no,
that's
this is a pretty good one. We had some great updates on the truck. Things are back in production. And
all right. Okay, don't shut your windows down.
All right. Yeah, we got to upload it. All right, guys. Thanks for listening in. And
bye.
Time to get back to sledding.
No, I got to go.